It wasn't too long ago that Marvel didn't own all of their characters, and while they still largely don't own everything, majority of it is back home. So let's talk about what Kevin Feige said about the feelings he has for the X-Men and Fantastic Four and welcoming them in. So I think most of you know by now, but some of you don't, so a quick history lesson. In the late 90s, Marvel was suffering. They had to go out there and they had to get rid of a lot of properties. Sony picked up Spider-Man, Iron Man, and a few other things. You know, Lionsgate, various other studios like Fox ended up picking up the rights to Fantastic Four, the rights to X-Men, and Marvel Studios, when they were able to get off the ground with Iron Man and the Hulk and then followed by Captain America and Thor, didn't own a lot of their own core franchises, so they had to develop these, you know, side characters like the Guardians of the Galaxy. Of course, that all worked out in the end. But now Kevin Feige has sat down and finally he's able to talk about the acquisition. And when he was asked about, you know, specifically his feelings on the X-Men and Fantastic Four finally being home and how he feels about it, he was actually rather excited by it. And while he didn't say, you know, oh, we have plans or anything exists, he was just happy that everything is back home now. And he said, you know, they're finally here. We can finally use them, and it's finally a reality that we own all of our own intellectual properties, aka IPs, and you know, this is something that we've been trying to work on for a long time. Now, he also equates this to other studios if they didn't own everything they own, right? So it's kind of like, imagine if Warner Brothers went out there at some point and sold Superman to Universal, and then Batman to somebody like Lionsgate, right? Those companies would never work together, but they don't have to worry about that since they bought Fox. Everything is coming back home, and obviously there's still a few things out there that are tied up with other studios, partially like Spider-Man and of course Hulk properties with Universal, but largely he's excited because the core of the biggest aspects of the Marvel family, the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, are back home.